See this because I was so confused about her getting the award. Isn't she accused of sending the black Oanthers after Shelley or Allie and Shelley Carter? I don't know anything about that. I mean, I know who Allie Carter is. I I've posted stuff from Jaguar right before, and definitely I think Allie Carter's legit. She wasn't there, right? So here, this is what they do, and this is what the Flynn Network does, and this other networks do. Okay, is that they rent a banquet hall at Mar-a-Lago because it's a hotel. It's a hotel where you can stay, where the public, you can rent for baby showers, tons of weddings. And Trump, if he's there, he almost always goes in to anybody that has an event there just to be courteous. And of course, then people want to take pictures with him. And so that's the whole deal. So with Flynn, I started noticing him doing that like 4 years ago because I had gotten on Telegram for a while. And so there was this guy out of Illinois, and I don't know how I got onto his platform, but then I started calling him out because I started seeing this pattern. So this guy was doing like Bible study, so I followed his Bible study for a while. But like halfway, first of all, he wasn't anybody that he was just, I don't know, he was part of the Flynn Network though. And like the hour Bible study, it ended up going to only 30 minutes because the rest of the time was doing the rosary. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm out of this. But there was other things. Then he ran in Illinois, and I'm like, what are you doing? And so I realized that he was part of that Flynn Network. And so that's what that's about. And what they do is they rent a hall or one of the banquet halls at Mar-a-Lago for whatever event. They know Trump will likely stop in. Then they get to get pictures with him. Then they get to put him online, get more followers, and you're supposed to think they're on the inside. You see what I'm saying? That's really what it's designed to do. When really Trump's just stopping in visiting because it's a courteous thing to do. It's his hotel. So, and he knows people are going to want to take pictures. He knows what they're doing. He does. Flynn had bashed the Q stuff. I didn't follow Q, but I remember, I don't think most authentic Q people that followed Q trust Flynn. I don't believe so. He just wanted to make like he's on the inside with Q. That's what he wanted to make it seem like. Look, there's only like a handful of people that are insiders with Trump. I mean, really, it's a small amount. And it's none of those people they're promoting, like they're doing that with Elon Musk right now. That's what they were doing with Flynn, or Flynn would go, that they promote the part of these networks promote everybody but Trump. It's like they're all afraid of Trump. So these networks often will rent one of the halls or banquet halls at Mar-a-Lago for whatever event they're going to call it, and then they get all these pictures. They know Trump will stop in. And then they put them up online, and you're supposed to then think Flynn and Trump are like this because you see all these pictures of them at Mar-a-Lago and with Trump, and it's like, no, he's just stopping in on the event to say hello, to be courteous, and he lets them take pictures with him. That's it. It is not. But Flynn made it into this thing like, it's all part of the same network, like he's part of the Q network. But yet he bashed Q at like early on, then wanted to turn around and his network wanted to make a ton of people believe that he was part of it. So that's what they do. They use Mar-a-Lago, and then it's to give this impression that we're insiders. And because when did Jaguar Wright come on the scene? Allie Carter has been on the scene for a while, okay? But Jaguar Wright, I think it's just in the last year. So it's like, of all the people, so this award wasn't a federal award. It wasn't anything to do with Trump. It was from Flynn's organization. But I guarantee you that whole thing was designed to make you think that Flynn's an insider. Because then you'll see you'll see the videos too, Trump saying hello to people, or maybe we'll even, say a couple of things. But they've been doing that for a while. Because then it's your automatic assumption that if they're at Mar-a-Lago and they have pictures with Trump, so Trump's a part. No, he just stops in on the events. So Yeah, Flynn was doing this since the beginning. Yeah, he's been doing like, and he's another one that talks out of both sides of his mouth because, he had even bashed Trump at one point, like right after the 2020 election, and it was like, oh, that's not good. But then wanted to corral people back in, and he was in intelligence and in the military, so. And he was in Trump's first administration for all of 5 minutes. I mean, like my biggest thing was like you were part of intelligence and you couldn't recognize what James Comey and them were doing. Like it was none of it made sense. But these people surrounded Trump, so they're still at their same games, and so it's too. If they can get a hold of people, what they really want to do is then elevate anybody but Trump. I don't know why. I mean, and that's what I don't like about what's going on with Musk, because that alternative media, and even Flynn's raved about X, and it's like Flynn isn't somebody that stands for America, because literally anybody that can carry on about how great X is, then there's a bunch of us Americans on there that have been being suppressed since day one. So it just tells me you're part of a different crowd and not one that's on the side of America. So, because otherwise you would be honest about X. But it's all part of it's all part of a network that is big and deep in the shadow government. And there's many of them, and you could call them agents, people like, and I don't want to say that about Jaguar Wright, although I would really question it at this point, because she's only been on the scene for like a year and then she's getting this award. So Flynn's done this. He's done this for the past 4 years. He does. He has a whole network of people. They all live there in the same area as Trump. And they do this because then it's to make you think that Trump and him are insiders, and you got all your videos up and your pictures, and yeah, it's not. No, the true insiders are people you never see, that are never promoted, and likely we don't even know their names. Elon Musk is somebody that Trump's telling him what to go do. But for whatever reason, these networks, just like your alternative podcast, all these podcasters that act like they're about Trump, but all they do is carry on about Elon Musk. Yeah, Flynn did this stuff too. That when I was following this Bible study, that's what this guy would do. It's like you're more talking about how Flynn is going to fix everything, and that's the pattern. It seems it's like none of these people, not the podcasters, not the mainstream media, none of them truly want to give the credit where the credit's due, which is at Donald Trump. And yet the people that are saying that, people like me, were the people that are suppressed everywhere. So when they come out of nowhere and they have these big followings, it's like, just realize if they have millions of followers, they have them because, well, that shadow government that's still controlling the online platforms, apparently, they don't want you to have a voice. So they're all part of the problem. Yeah, it's a total game. As far as the black oanthers, I didn't know I have to look that up. I didn't know anything about that. So, yeah, it's such a psyop every day, 24/7.